When I first received the phone call, I was at the house, and it was my sergeant, and he said, "Look, you need to get down here quick. We had a major crime this morning. Several people are dead, and we need you to assist at the crime scene." And he wouldn't go into more detail than that. He said, "Just get here. We need you here now."
I was on call, so myself and two other detectives were called to the bowling alley regarding a shooting, victims. It was, at the time that I received the call, it was still very, it wasn't clear exactly what it was.
Right away, got dressed, went to the bowling alley, and when I got there, I was amazed. My first thought was, what type of animal can do this to kids?
Well, when I first arrived on the scene, I saw many fire trucks, I saw ambulance, I saw police cars, and as I walked in and I was briefed, someone briefed me, I was in disbelief. I thought it was a mock scene. As I went into the bowling alley, I saw the little girl, the 6-year-old, and that's when I realized that it was not a mock scene. I saw that she had soiled her pants, and so it was then that I realized that it was not a mock scene.
Just to see the children involved on the floor. I later learned that the gentleman close to him was the dad, and the people in the office were employees, and it was impactful. And we didn't realize how much it impacted us until later on, when we had time to think about what we had videoed and what we had seen.
There were several employees inside of the bowling alley, as well as some children there for the daycare. These two armed men came in, ordered these individuals into the office of the bowling alley, and during the commission of the robbery, began to shoot these victims. At some point in time, Stephen Theron and his two daughters had entered into the bowling alley as well. Unfortunately, they were caught up in the robbery and murder as well, and the three were shot. The gunman fled from the scene in an unknown direction. At some point in time, Melissa Repass was able to call 911 and relay the information that they needed help.
Emergency.
Please help me.
Oh, well, slow down.
We were all shot and hold up.
Okay. Where are you at?
1201 East Amador, Las Cruces Bowl.
Las Cruces Bowl?
Yes.
Okay, and there were shots fired?
Yes.
Oh.
All of us were hurt.
Huh?
All of us were hurt. I think I'm the only one conscious.
All of you were hurt? Okay, we'll get an ambulance rolling.
Please.
Okay. What's your name?
Melissa Repass. Please hurry.
Okay, Melissa, we've got them dispatched.
I'm gonna remember the 6-year-old Paula, because that's what brought this crime to reality for me. And just seeing her laying there, she was next to her father, and I cannot forget that, ever.
You know, if you're gonna deliver a message to somebody, or if it was just a robbery, why take out so many people? That was my first, okay, there's more to this than what I'm initially seen.
I work crimes against persons, so the violent crimes, the sexual assaults, the homicides. And in this case, just like in really any case where somebody loses their life, I think that's extremely tragic. Anytime somebody loses their life outside of natural causes, that's a sticking point with me. And in this case, 4 people immediately lost their lives, 5 once Stephanie passed away because of complications. So I think that's just tragic. It's just tragic somebody had to lose their life over that, especially if it was just over money or drugs or whatever the theories are out there. All that's replaceable, but lives aren't.
The children. That'll stick with me forever. You just don't do that. Even the bad guys know you don't do that. That's why I keep calling these guys animals, because that's what they were. No conscience.
I think it's tragic that the shooters, these suspects, they chose to shoot little innocent children that had nothing to do, that would never have been able to testify against them or probably even give a statement. My God, that little girl was only 2 years old, the 6-year-old. How could they do that? That is terrible. That is terrible that they would choose to end those children's lives with no remorse, obviously.
You feel like you let them down because you have insulted. And we didn't. We didn't let them down, but you feel that way.
I'm confident that this matter will be resolved, and those that need to be held accountable for it will.